So when I do stuff like this, people get a little nervous. You know, how many of you have met your neighbors? How many of you have met your neighbor? Yeah? At least say hello to the person next to you. It's very uncomfortable sitting next to someone you don't know, right? I just gave Anika, the lady who just came here, about 10 seconds notice. I went up to her and said, here's a mic, go to the front. So she did a really good job. Give her a big round of applause. You know, it's not very easy talking on stage for a lot of people. How many of you have stage fright? How many of you are scared of public speaking? How many of you are not scared of public speaking? And how many of you will never raise your hand and whatever I ask you? Well, you got to answer, otherwise I don't know. First of all, I want to thank you for coming. I mean that because, you know, it's an evening and the traffic's been mad and the rain yesterday. Wow, how cool was that? See your cars flooding down the streets. It can happen in India and next day everything's back to normal. It's brilliant. No other country in the world can do that. If it was London and there were floods like that, it'll take 5 days, there'll be chaos and negativity. But in India, people it's flooded. Next day, let's go back to work. It's epic, it's brilliant, amazing. Yes, true, yeah, give me a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is the first time I'm doing this particular program. I don't normally do a lot of, I don't mean this in a negative way, a lot of small programs. This is a small program. Normally I have audiences of 1,000, 2,000 people, the big programs, but I always make the first day special of a program that I'm launching. And you know, you guys are the first people ever on Earth, right? And you must be obviously driven, otherwise you wouldn't come here. You know, because what I've discovered, I want to share my story with you in a second, because I think it's really important that I should earn that right to speak to you. You've come and give me your time, and at least I should give you value. One thing I can promise you, by the end of today, you will walk out of here not a brand new person. I don't believe in that, that's bullshit. Anyone tells you that in 3 hours they'll change your life, they're lying to you. It's not true. But what will happen, you'll walk out being more aware of the truth about your financial future. That I can guarantee you. You'll walk out knowing either you'll be super happy or you'll be super depressed. I hope both of these things happen to each one of you. So if you walk out super depressed, I'll be very happy for you, because hopefully you'll do something about it. If you walk out super happy, I'll be even happier for you, because I know you're doing something about it. So my objective here today is not to give you mega transformation. Of course not. Who am I to do that? But my objective is to make you realize that there are certain things that you have to do in your life for you to become extraordinary, for you to become wealthy, for you to become financially free, and whatever else it may be that you've come here for. So let me share my story. Who am I? What gives me the right to teach or to share my information with you? So I'm from London. My parents are from India. Both mum and dad are born in Calcutta. My father went to London, I think now, well, almost 56 years ago. Maybe longer. And he didn't come from a very rich family. My father came from a very low middle class family. He was the first person ever in the family to go overseas. And he collected money, everyone at that time was saying, London is the place to go, London is the place to go. You know, like London, if you went to London, you were somebody. Now everybody is saying around the world, India is the place to go, India is the place to go. Which is true, by the way. But anyway, my father went to London, he worked tons of jobs, he got fired from all of his jobs. Every time he got a job, he got fired within 3 months. So he soon realized that he's not employable. He can't work for people. So he started his own business. Succeeded, failed, succeeded, failed, succeeded, failed. And I was brought up with very, very old school values. Meaning that, you know, if I wanted my pocket money, I had to earn it. You know, gifts were given twice a year, once on Eid, and once on my birthday, or once on Christmas, once on my birthday. That's what happened. There was nothing else. And we lived in, like, the 7 of us, 5 children, mum and dad, living in a 3-bedroom house. So we lived in a pretty crappy area. It wasn't a great area. But one thing I've always been brought up with from a young childhood is that you've got to be wealthy, you've got to be rich, you've got to be rich. Making money is not difficult, you can become rich. So I see my father work very hard, 15, 16 hours a day, every single day. I used to wonder, why does he work so hard? And then he started a driving school and had a big driving school. Then he sold that and bought a shop, which is the worst business on earth to have. a retail establishment. You sit there all day like a lemon, hopefully people will come in. And you don't know, it's true. You just sit there like a lemon all day long, hoping people will come in. And then he started some other businesses, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I was brought up with the mindset that yes, become wealthy, but making money is hard. That's the mindset that I was brought up with. How many of you believe that making money is hard? Be honest with me. How many of you think making money is easy? So I'm assuming all of you are super rich. So who put their hands up saying making money is easy? Now are you super rich? Yes or no? Yes? Let's define super rich. Okay, that's not super rich. That's called financially free. Anyone else? Raise your hand, making money is easy. Anyone else? See, now no one's going to put their hands up. Because when you're questioned about it, all of a sudden you see the truth. So I look around me and I think to myself, my dad's worked so hard, making money is really hard, I will never make money. And on top of that, I'm an English fail 3 times and I'm a mathematics fail 3 times. I never passed. I was like an absolute bum at school, like the idiot. I didn't talk to a girl till I was 18. I was petrified to talk to anything. And then one day my father asked me the ultimate question, which I've never forgotten, and maybe it's a question for you too. He said to me, doing what you're doing now, where will you be in 5 years' time? So here's a question for you. Doing what you're doing now, where will you be in 5 years' time? So I can predict it for you now if you want. Financially, most of you will either be in the same place, or 10% higher, or in the same, or lower. That's what's going to happen. Because if you look around you, look at the last 5 years, you may have made promises to yourself 5 years ago, and in 5 years I'm going to do extraordinary. And most people, most, not all, stay in the same position for the next 25, 30, 40 years. So what you do, you get a pay rise in line with inflation, or you make a lot of money in your business, and all you do is keep putting it back into your business. And you end up with nothing. In fact, most self-employed people are actually in a worse situation than employed people. Because they work 17 hours a day and don't even pay themselves. It's insane. But at least employed people go home, they go to work, they go to jail in the morning, and they come back from jail in the evening. Pretty easy. But self-employed people are locked up for the rest of their life. It's like a life sentence. And no parole. You can't even get out of it. Because if you're in business, you can't just say one day, business over, I'm going to go home. But there's only a minority of people that become wealthy. So when I'm 19, I'm absolutely broke. I've got no money in my pocket. I've worked in McDonald's, I've worked in Domino's, I've washed cars, I've still got blisters on my hands for all the hard work that I used to do. Because I was brought up with the concept that hard work equals success. But it's not true. It's bullshit. Biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life. But over time, I started a business at the age of 19. By the time I was 21, I'm hitting an average of 10 crores a year. So I've gone from a 19-year-old guy who's absolutely broke to a 21-year-old guy who's making 10 crores a year. Got the Ferrari, got the big house, got the big cars, life is amazing. All of a sudden, all the girls in the world love me. It's just magical. Before that, no one would even talk to me. But it's amazing what a Ferrari can do for influence. What wealth can do for influence. But you know what? You can become a rich person, but you can have a mindset of an idiot. So I was a rich guy with a mindset of an idiot, because when you make money quickly, your mindset doesn't change. The money just comes in. That is why 95% of all the people that win lottery within the first 3 years are broke. They have how much money? How much? No, give me a noise. How much? No. How much? Come on, make some noise. Yeah, that's nice. Don't be shy. People get very scared. Oh God, what's he doing? But you know what? You've got to open up. Don't be nervous. So they have zero. 95% of people win lottery. Guess what? People who get money through inheritance, second generation I'm talking, almost 100% of them get broke. The second generation. Third generation, if you pass the second generation to third, you'll be rich forever. First generation makes it, second generation only blows it. Third generation starts all over again, and the next generation blows it, unless you can pass 3. So I'm now thinking, I'm 21, I've got all the money in the world, I think I'm king of the castle, I'm doing so cool. By the time I'm 24, I'm broke beyond imagination. Because with money, see, making money, honestly, is really, really easy to do. It's very easy to make money. Especially in a country like India. You have 1 billion people. Even if you sold used underwear, you would make $1 million a year. I'm not kidding you. This is such a huge country. And there's so much opportunity. The whole world is coming to India because this is the land of opportunity. But So you're sitting there, playing tiddlywinks and sitting on your chair thinking, yeah, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, and doing positive thinking and all that crap that people do. It's not going to help you. Because positive thinking is bullshit. Because I can sit there all day long and say, oh, life is good, life is good. Life is not good. Look, let's look at the truth. And there's other people that go out there and say, you know what, I'm going to be rich. And I say, show me the proof. Where's the proof? Don't give me the talk, give me the walk. So I realized that most people bullshit to themselves all their life. They talk shit all day long. I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be this. And it's a load of bullshit. Because I discovered that at 24, because I was doing the same crap then. You know what, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be positive. Positive thinking changes the world. The glass is half full and it's not half empty. That's crap. The glass is half full and it's half empty. So I looked at myself and I thought, I've got to change something. Then I discovered the truth. I discovered that becoming wealthy is not an outer game. It's not about how hard you work. It's not about the effort you put in. It's about the way you're programmed in your head. And that's what it's about. Because if I look at all the wealthiest people, I work with a lot of wealthy, rich, successful millionaires and even billionaires. I've worked with a lot of them, a lot of famous celebrities. And I know that there's one thing common in each one of them is their wiring. If I talk to you for 2 minutes, I can predict for you with accuracy, of course God knows best, but I can predict with you with accuracy almost 95% whether you will make money in your life or not. It is that easy to do, just by the way you talk to me. Even by the way some of you are sitting, I can tell you right now how broke you're going to be or how wealthy you're going to be. Because success is to do with your inner blueprint. It's got nothing to do with how hard you work. Because I went through the 19 to 24 working like a dog, made a fortune, but I lost it all. But after 24, my world changed because I discovered the Secret Millionaire Blueprint. And I call it the Secret Millionaire Blueprint, but it's not even a secret. It's so obviously in your face that you'll never see it because we're all looking for the secret when it's actually right here. So I'm going to share with you a system that I have learned, and I'm going to, if time permits, I will go through the whole thing. If not, I'm sure I'll give you a chance to come and work with me later on. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. And if it goes well and you guys seem engaged and you guys seem interested, maybe I'll offer you something that will be so magical that you will say, I'm not deciding to do it, but if I do, let's see what we can do.